It is my pleasure to welcome you all to Lanier Technical College and to express how excited we are to have you as the newest members of the college's student body. I am Tim McDonald, President of Lanier Technical College. We are glad that you have chosen Lanier Technical College for this part of your journey. The knowledge and skills you will learn and develop will be foundational to your successful career and lifelong learning activities. Your knowledge and skills will also be important to the prosperity of our businesses and communities, whether it be in healthcare, manufacturing, transportation, agriculture, or public or private service. Each of you bring your own unique gifts to Lanier Technical College, and it is our responsibility to provide you with the opportunities to grow and enhance your talents. We will do this by challenging you to develop new skills, expand your knowledge, and become a more critical thinker. Because of our great instructors and staff and your commitment, we are confident you will meet, even exceed, the challenges we will place on you. I hope to have the good fortune to meet you on campus during your educational journey, and it will be my great honor to meet you on stage at graduation. What follows next is some foundational information to help you transition into Lanier Technical College and be a more successful student. Also, immediately after the online orientation, we will have live chat available via laniertech.edu. My hope for you is a great success and prosperity at Lanier Technical College, your college. Have a great day.
Hello, my name is Angela and I am the Director of Financial Aid here at Lanier Tech. Today we're going to be going over a document, a document on how to see where you stand with your financial aid status for the upcoming summer semester. So the document that I am pulling up for you, it's called Navigating Your Financial Aid, and you can find it in the online student orientation. So we're going to go over this document right here, but that's where you can reference it after the presentation. So I'm going to start with number 3 because that to me right now is the most critical. So number 3 talks about how to apply for financial aid. The reason this is the most critical right now is a lot of our summer students fill out the 2021-2022 FAFSA, which is for fall semester, not for summer semester. So you'll want to make sure that you have done the 2020-2021 FAFSA. And so the easiest way to tell which one you've done is if you log into your Banner web account and there's not a financial aid tab, then we don't have a financial aid application for you. So step number 3 lists the websites where you can apply for financial aid, and it lists our school code as well. So if you do log into your Banner web account and you have a financial aid tab, then we recommend following the steps under number 2, and those will let you know whether we're missing documentation for you. So we can't do a financial aid award letter for you until we've received all of your documentation. So that would be the next place to go look. If after you've reviewed there and everything looks okay, you can follow the steps on step number 1, and that walks you through on how to see your actual financial aid award letter. And that's where you can see what you have been offered and what will apply towards your bill. And so then number 4 is our VA contact information. If you're going to be using VA benefits, definitely make sure to touch base with our representative, and that way she can make sure you're set up for the semester. And then lastly, it has our email address as well. So I'll be pulling up a PowerPoint slide that is going to have the link to this document and then has our email and our phone number. If you have any questions today, we will be available for the live chat this afternoon as well. So just reach out to us on the live chat or by the email if you have any further questions. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anthony Hardy. I'm the Vice President for Technology here at Lanier Technical College, and I'm going to talk to you guys about technology. So we have lots of really cool technology things here at the college, which we're not going to go into a lot of detail on today because I don't want to bore everybody, but I do want to cover some really basic pieces of information that a lot of you may already have, but several of you may not. So the first thing we want to look at is how you can get help and how you get the information you need to get started. So our help desk is located at helpdesk.laniertech.edu on the web. It's a great resource for you, and that can really show you articles on how to do just about everything. And one of the most important things you're going to need is your Laker login, which is your email address and password, and how you get that set up. And very important for you to know is that that is required for you to set up some things at your very first login. So if you've ever been here before when we had student email and then multi-factor maybe a few years ago, this process was a little different. We've just launched a new service called Okta for our login systems. And Okta will have you set up your multi-factor and password recovery information at your very first login, no matter where you're trying to log in, whether it's Bannerweb, whether it's Blackboard, etc. So what I want to do real quick is show you guys, this is the help desk. So if you're looking for information on how to get that assistance, how this whole process works, you can find that here. Helpdesk.laniertech.edu will take you to this website, so you don't need to remember that URL. You've got a place here to create tickets. You've got the telephone number that's here. Basic student login information. Here is Okta, that new service that I was telling you about. So you can see our basic principles of Okta, and it's going to have some basic information here for you, including how to log in, how to set up your multi-factor authentication with little screenshots for you and stuff like that. And I wanted to walk you through that very briefly. So if you go to Quick Links and you click on Email for Students, you come here. And this is what the Okta portal looks like. At the top, it tells you you're connecting to Office 365 for LTC student email. And when you first log in for the very first time, it's going to ask you to set up that multi-factor authentication. You can do this on a phone, you can do this on a computer, a tablet, whatever, and it works everywhere. We will set up Okta Verify. So basically I've downloaded Okta Verify onto my iPhone already, and it works very similarly no matter the phone. It gives you a link right there to go ahead and download it. Click Next. It's going to give you a QR code that you can scan. So on my phone, I have opened the Okta Verify app. There's a little plus at the top to add an account. I click Organization, and I get a button to say Scan QR Code. I'm sorry you guys can't see all this, but it's very self-explanatory. I simply point the camera at that QR code that's on the screen, and on my screen there, I see Done. Now that's done. You only have to set up one of the three. You do not have to set up all three. Okta Verify, if you have a smartphone, is by far the best, fastest, and easiest way. When you get prompted for MFA, you don't have to worry about a code or anything like that. You unlock your phone when you get the prompt and you say, yes, it's me, or no, it's not. It's much easier to be able to do. But you can do it with SMS and voice call if you so choose. The second part of this, which is not going to ask me here because this account has logged in previously, is setting up the questions for password recovery. I can't show you that on screen, but you would see secondary email. There's a security question to be asked and things like that. So please go through and complete those items. Those are very, very important. Again, you must set up multi-factor and password recovery immediately when you log in for the first time. It'll be required. If you're on campus, use your full email address to log into computers. Your full @student.laniertech.edu email address. Again, I can't stress this enough. Use our help desk, helpdesk.laniertech.edu. There's, again, tons of articles out there. If there is something that you feel may be wrong, like you can't get to our website at all, or something like that, if you can reach status.laniertech.edu, that's the website that we post any major outages or planned outages. Things like sometimes Banner needs to be upgraded, and that will be announced on that site as well. If you're on campus, any of our campuses, use the Wi-Fi LTC-open. There is no password, should be easy to get into. And I highly encourage you all to use the Banner mobile app. I also highly recommend that if you have any questions right now, that you use our live chat. It's open for 2 hours right now at the time of this presentation. So you've got 2 hours or so until the live chat closes. If you go to our website, you will see the live chat button at the bottom right. It's a nice green button, stands out really well. And that is the end of the IT presentation. If you have any questions, again, please contact our help desk.
I logged in, it's going to take me to this basic screen. This is Banner Web, and most of the things you're going to want to do, including your course search, is in student services and financial aid. Okay, so we have these kind of large section boxes. I'm going to click registration, and it'll go ahead and tell me in this area that when you want to add and drop, you click registration. And then I'm going to click add drop. It's going to default and make me select a term. That should be the one that you're registering for, but if not, this is a simple drop-down menu. And then you're going to click submit. So we see here that this student already has a current class, and this is a sample student, so this is just a sample class. But if you have not yet registered, you shouldn't see any classes here. If you're coming back, then you will. So just like it says, it is going to show you your current schedule. Now on this screen, in this little area right here, it is going to give you some important information that we'll kind of look at when we look at our search results. It's giving you the campus codes, which are assigned by number. So if you want to move back and forth between campus, if you only want to take classes at one campus, it's just important to remember to choose that and eliminate the campuses where you don't want classes. It makes it a little bit easier for you when you're looking at the schedule. It's also going to give you a key to the day codes, which when you're looking at classes indicates which days of the week your class meets. So it could be just one day, it could be 2 days, any combination of those, but it's telling you there, and this is a kind of confusing and weird part, R equals Thursday. So because Tuesday also starts with a T, when you see a class that says TR, that means Tuesday and Thursday. It means it would be that class would meet on both days. So to continue with my search, I'm going to go to class search here. And then instead of choosing my subject area classes, I want to go to advanced search to kind of refine the search a little bit further. Okay, so here I am in the advanced search screen. The first area that I'm going to choose are the subjects of the classes that I want to take. So for this student, let's imagine that she wants to take history and a math class. So we're to scroll down and choose history first. And then I can also search for the math, and I want to make sure I select all of the subject areas that I want to search for classes and not just one. So I'm going to hold down the control button, and as I'm pressing control, click math. And then you'll see that even when I click out over here, it keeps those selections. It keeps both of them and not just one. The next area that I'm going to narrow down is the campus. So this student wants to take classes on the Barrow campus. If you do want to take classes online, remember that's kind of a separate campus itself. So you can always choose online with an actual ground campus, or you could only choose the campus if you only want face-to-face. So there's that option. And then the other option I would narrow down is by semester. So a full semester here, full term, is going to be 15 weeks. It runs the entire length of the regular semester. The other ones are half semesters, which, like it sounds, means that the 15 weeks is broken up into 8 or smaller week sessions. So it's basically the entire content of the course condensed into half the time. That really works well for some student schedules and they like the pacing, but if full term is for you, definitely make sure you're choosing the term that you want to take your classes. And then we'll just click section search here at the bottom. So here it's going to break up my results by subject area. So I have limited options here for my history. I have one history, and then some options for my math class. Now, after speaking with the advisor, you should know what course you're actually taking. And in this case, we want to take college algebra. So as we kind of look across each of these rows, let's talk about what we're seeing. For this Math 1111 class, for instance, there's a C here, which means that that class is full. So registration is closed just for that specific class. We can look over here in this CAP and ACT column. This is the CAP number for the class. So the maximum number of students allowed in the class is 24. And here the actual number of students registered is 24. So that class has met its cap already. So I know that if this is history, it's the only history that they're offering, I definitely want to click and kind of choose my math that fits around that class since it's the only one there. I know that this class, I'm looking here, meets on Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 to 8:50 on both days. And then I'm going to scroll down and look at my other options for college algebra. So I can take one in the earlier afternoon here, or I can take one in the late afternoon. I'm going to choose Tuesday, Thursday at 2. And then again, I've just checked the boxes next to the class that I want to take, and I'm going to go ahead and register for those classes. So it's going to take me back here to my current screen, or to my current schedule screen, and I can see here it's showing me that I web registered for these classes, the math that I chose and the history. So there we have it. Those are the classes that I have now on my current schedule.
Hello, welcome. Summer 2021 Lanier Tech students. We're excited to bring you in and welcome you into our fold. My name, is Christian Tetzloff. I'm the Dean of Applied Technology and Transportation here at Lanier Tech. And as you just heard, a couple important things to remember, especially when you think about your academic studies here, is one is you need to use your student email. Please use your student email for your official communications with Lanier Tech. That's the only way we can, as instructors, can get a hold of you and provide you the information you need. Secondly, all those dates that you just heard are available on the academic calendar on the website. So keep watching that academic calendar to make sure that you stay up on those dates. Well, one of the big things that I want to talk to you today is about advisement, academic advisement here at Lanier Tech. And, I know that you in high school, and some of you are coming from other colleges, you're probably familiar with what advisement means, but I'm going to share a little bit about the importance of it here at Lanier Tech. At Lanier Tech, advisement is super important because your Lanier Tech advisor is often your program advisor, is definitely one of your instructors, and they are your personal guide to success in both your studies and your career. As a personal note, I'm also a former graduate of Lanier Tech, and my former advisor is still one of my mentors today. So this is can be a lifelong person that enters your life, and they're going to be the guide that guides you through this whole journey here at Lanier Tech. So that being said, who is your advisor? New students, you will always receive an acceptance letter and an acceptance email from the admissions office. On that letter and in that email, you will find your advisor's name, their phone and email contact information. And you need to contact them as soon as possible to schedule your advisement session. And it happens every semester, not only the first semester to get you started, but you need to meet with them every semester to get you started. And I will remind you again, we are in an interesting time right now with the pandemic still going on. So the best way to get a hold of your advisor is by phone and email. Please do not try to just show up at their offices unannounced. They may be teaching at another campus. They may be teaching online. There's all sorts of things that might be going on. So the best way to do it, to contact your advisor, is by phone or email. And if you can't ever get a hold of your advisor, please contact your dean, and then we'll make sure that we get you guys connected. So what does the advisor do for you? How are they going to help you? Well, as I said before, they are your personal tour guide to both success in your studies here at Lanier Tech and your career moving forward. One of the many things that they're going to do is help you identify and evaluate your academic interest and career goals. You may know that you want to be a welder, but what kind of welder do you want to be? Do you want to work in arts? Do you want to work in construction? Do you want to work in manufacturing? Your advisor is not only going to help you with your course registrations and stuff like that, but they also come from these careers. They know what these career goals, how these careers work, and they're going to be able to guide you what classes you need to take when, what career path is best suited for your skill set and your goals in life. So there's a huge amount of information sharing that goes on between a student and their advisor, and that's why this sort of informational session needs to happen every semester over and over again as you develop and your skills developed and you can figure these things out. So another way that your advisor will help you is making informed decisions about your program selection, class schedules, graduation plans, and career opportunities, as I said. And one of the biggest determinations of success is how fast you can graduate. If you can graduate quickly here at Lanier Tech, all the data shows that you're going to be even more successful in your career and you're going to make more money. So you're going to help support your family, you're going to have a great life, and that all starts by meeting with your advisor and getting the good information, finding out which classes you need to take and when. One of the problems that we have sometimes when students register for classes on their own, they might do okay for a semester or two, but when they're getting close to graduation, they might only have one class left. And because they didn't meet their advisor, they didn't realize that the one class that they have left is now only going to happen next year. So they'll have to wait until a year later to sometimes graduate. This can all be avoided if you meet with your advisor on a regular basis each semester and use their input and all their resources to figure these situations out. Other things that your advisor will help you with is that every student in their academic career will face challenges. Sometimes it'll be a hard course. Sometimes it'll be struggles outside of academics or at home. And we all need to know what resources and what tools and how to navigate those. Your academic advisor is that person who's going to be the number one contact to help you navigate those situations. They're going to provide you with technology, resources, connect you to the right people, the right tools to make sure that you can get through these challenges and be successful in your career and graduate on time. So there's so many great opportunities that happens when your advisor meets with their students and assisting everything from changing majors to dropping a class to getting your classes scheduled on time, making sure you're in the right cohort group of classes, and getting all these things done in a timely fashion to make sure that you, number one, are successful out in the field, and then also successful here in the classroom so that you can be a great beacon of success for Lanier Tech. So thank you. I just stress two more things again. Use your student email, check the academic calendar, and meet with your advisor. And if you do all those things, you're going to have a great, successful time here at Lanier Tech, and we wish you the best. Thank you.
On your screen now, you should see some important dates for the summer semester. The start of the semester is on May 24th. Blackboard courses will not be available until Monday, May 24th. The semester will run through July 28th. One of the most important dates for you to be aware of is when you can change your courses. Drop Add with No Harm, No Foul is between May 24th through May 25th. That's the first 3 days of the summer term. The last day to drop with a W without a failing grade at the 60% mark through the term is June 28th. If you are attending a Term A or a Term B course, that's the courses that run for the first half or the second half of the summer semester, those dates are on screen now. The first half of the semester runs between May 24th through June 18th. Drop Add, No Harm, No Foul is, the first 3 days of that, May 24th through May 26th. And the last day to drop with a W instead of a failing grade is June 8th. The second half of the semester, or Term B courses, will begin on June 21st and run through July 28th. And Drop Add with No Harm, No Foul begins on June 21st through June 23rd, again, the first 3 days of Term B. The last day to drop with a withdrawal, as the 60% mark of the term without a failing grade, is July 15th. Those dates are very important for you to know. If you have any questions, please call our registrar's office, 770-533-8703, or you can email them, and that's probably the better way to get in touch with them, at registrar@laniertech.edu. That's registrar@laniertech.edu.